Hey guys, injury lawyer Scott DeSalvo here, and I hope you can't see that my sunglasses are a little bit dirty. These cameras keep getting better and better, and now I'm a little self-conscious about it, but I figure if I can still see through them, I'm going to wear them. So today I want to talk to you about something that's been coming up a lot as I sign up new cases. And it's questions that people have like, why do you need my date of birth? Why do you need to know about my health background? Why do you need to know my social security number? Why do you need all of this detailed information about how the crash happened, or if I ever had a lawsuit before, or if I ever had a case before? Why is that important? I feel like it's a little weird that you or your staff is calling me and asking me all these details. Well, here's what I am I wanted to talk about it because this is coming up a lot, so I wanted to make a video to explain it to you. So I would say maybe 25% of people have those questions. They don't really feel comfortable about giving their social, giving their date of birth. They don't want to give me their Medicare number or their Medicaid number, their health insurance. They don't want to tell me who that is. Even in car crash cases, and many times they don't want to tell me if they got injured in a car accident. They don't really want to tell me who their insurance is. So one of here's the reason why we ask it, okay? There's a couple of reasons. The first one is when we are first investigating a case and we open up your claim, we have to know and investigate and discover everyone who might be legally responsible for your injuries. And that means we need to know who, when, where, what, why of the accident, right? So we need to know all of that stuff. And once we identify who we think might be responsible, the second and just as important step is figuring out insurance, right? Because think about it. Let's say you have a run-of-the-mill case and you have like a $50,000 case. How many lay people, normal people walking down the street, have $50,000 to pay out of their pocket? Not too many people, right? So that's why we are always looking for insurance, whether it's a fall down injury, or you get injured at a business, or you get injured in a car crash. We have to identify every source of insurance, right? And that's to protect you and make sure that you can get the health care you need and make sure that all your bills get paid, right? So that's why we do it. Now, the second reason is a little bit complicated and a little bit detailed, okay? But I want to talk to you about liens in cases. What's a lien? How do you spell it? Lien is spelled L-I-E-N. And a lien is any claim against your case. So what kind of liens are there? Well, there are two special ones, and those are Medicare and Medicaid. Those are referred to as super liens. And that means if you have Social Security disability or Medicare through the federal government, they automatically, if you have some kind of accident or injury claim, they automatically are supposed to be reimbursed for any of the medical bills they pay, right? Now, explaining to you how that works is super complicated. I may shoot a video that involves like a, like a PowerPoint presentation. I don't think anybody's going to want to watch it unless they're a lawyer, because it gets pretty boring and pretty complicated fast. But suffice it to say, if you had anything paid through the federal government or the state government, they have a super lien. That means they don't need to tell us. They don't need to ask us for money. We have a legal duty to reach out to them and ask them if they paid anything and how much. And we can't do that without your date of birth, your social security number sometimes, your Medicare or Medicaid number, a picture of your Medicare or Medicaid card. Like literally, we're required to open up a claim, and the earlier in the process we do that, the better. Because right now, I'm talking to you in 2022, the state of Illinois is telling lawyers that it takes them 6 months to check on and respond about what they paid and how much they paid in a particular injury case. So unless you want your injury case held up an extra 6 months after your lawyer already settles it, you should be okay with giving your lawyer your Medicare or Medicaid info, right? And your date of birth and your social and stuff like that. So that, it's really, really important. There's no other way for us to get that information for you. And then the third thing I wanted to talk to you about is the importance of being complete and honest when we're talking about, did I have an accident or an injury or medical care after my accident? Did I have an accident, injury, or medical care or a lawsuit or a workers' comp claim before my accident? That is super duper important because we don't know at the beginning of a claim which ones the insurance companies are going to settle and which ones they're going to fight, right? And so I'm at a point in my career where, not to sound egotistical, I've worked very hard to get good at what I do to help injured people, but where we're at now is the earlier I know about a challenge in a case, the better I can make it for you. So much about handling cases for injured people is about positioning the case, right? So the earlier I know that you had the identical injury before, or that you had another car accident after that made your back worse, the earlier I know that, the stronger I will be able to make your case. If I discover it and you don't tell me about it, or you're afraid to tell me about it, or you think that it's better for your case if you don't tell me about it, until we're actually already in the lawsuit, that can really harm your case. So my point is, none of this information that you give me, it's protected by attorney-client privilege. I don't share it with anyone unless I'm required to by the court, or unless we have to, according to custom and practice in settling injury cases, right? So it's protected. I'm not going to blab about it, and my staff isn't going to tell anybody any of your personal information, but that stuff is super important for me to get your case settled fast and for maximum dollars, which is always my goal for my clients. I don't like my clients to be inconvenienced, and I don't like my clients to have to wait for their money, and I like my clients to get as much as we possibly can and as much money in their pocket. So I hope this made sense to you. I don't know how many people really have this question. I think a lot. Not that, maybe 20% of people bring it up to me and say, well, what do you need that for? Why do you need that info? Why do you need to call Medicare? Why do you need to call Medicaid? But a lot of other people are a little hesitant when I ask for their date of birth, or I ask them if they ever got hurt before and stuff like that. I mean, in these cases, honesty is the best policy, and it really actually helps your case. So I hope that answers your questions. I hope that information helps you, and if you have a case or want to talk about a case or an injury situation, give me a call, 312-500-4500, and happy to talk to you for free in a free consultation. No fee until we win, 312-500-4500. You can call that phone number anytime, night or day. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.